Hey there everyone. I want to show you how we're going to fragment our drawing for our Cubist-inspired drawings. Now what you're going to need is a straight edge of some sort, or we'll get to this, maybe something circular, but we'll get to that a little bit later. So obviously our go-to straight edge is a ruler. If you don't have a ruler, that's okay. You can use anything that you have that has a straight edge and that's relatively thick. So if you have like a folder, that works. If you have, you know, a card lying around, here's my Valentine's Day card, that works, nice straight edge here. Or even just like a piece of scrap paper that's a little heavier, like oak tag. I cut some up for our class so that I will be giving these out to students who need it. Okay, so anything around the house that you have that has a straight edge works. So I'll show you. I won't do it on here just yet, but I'll show you. Folder. Line it up. You can make straight lines. Easy peasy. Card. Like this maybe. Straight lines. It works. What else do I have here? Oh, a piece of just oak tag. If it's a little flimsier, you have to make sure you're holding it, but it will make your straight lines for you, okay? So there we go. I made a bunch of straight lines with different objects, okay? So you're gonna wanna get yourself, if you wanna do straight lines like this, again, we're gonna talk about circles in a little bit, get yourself a straight edge, okay? I'm gonna be old, oh, and obviously I don't think I need to show you that a ruler can make a straight line. So I'm gonna go ahead and use my ruler. And when you're starting to do this, you wanna make sure that you're not making too many lines. So what I start off with is I might start off making kind of a rather large line going all the way across. Now I'm going dark, oh, that didn't go all the way through. Let's try that again. I'm pressing pretty dark so that it can show up on my camera. For you all, make sure you're pressing light, okay? And I just kind of go with the flow. So I make some kind of long lines first, and then I'll kind of break it up into smaller ones. Okay? What you don't want to do is break it up into too small of shapes. So then what I might do is I might take kind of a point where it kind of intersects here, which is interesting. And instead of going all the way through, I might just do a partial. See? Here, maybe I'll do this. Make sure I'm kind of lines are touching lines. Remember, we don't want those kind of random fragments or random a floating line, just like we didn't want random floating lines in our drawing. So if I did something like this, it doesn't end anywhere. We want to make sure your lines are ending. I could do that and then maybe kind of make a new line. Oh, I'm always breaking that pencil. Like that. See what I did there? Just, you want to break up the space, not into anything too large or too small. Okay, so keep that in mind. Get a little small line there. Okay, so play around with breaking up your space. Nothing too large, nothing too small. Kind of, you know, happy medium, like Goldilocks. See what I'm doing there? Then maybe from here, like that. Let's see, where else? You don't want, like I said, you don't want any areas too large or too small. Maybe I'll do a little diagonal guy right here. There. We're almost there, I think. Over here, I have really no fragments, so I definitely want to fragment that. Kind of look back, you know, after you do a few lines, check and see what needs a fragment, what maybe hasn't been touched yet, and work that way. That works for us, I think. Let's see. We're almost there. This ear doesn't really have much fragments going on. Neither do is, I call them eyebrows. I'm not sure what they are, but we're gonna call them eyebrows. Oh, we'll go through the eyebrow actually, shall we? Okay, I'm leaving his eyes out. You know, you can decide what you want to fragment and what you don't. But like I said, you don't want to have too many, oh my goodness, too many lines, or too many shapes rather, but you also don't want too little. You kind of want to have, like I said, that happy medium. If you make your shapes too small, you just got a lot of shapes to deal with, and that could be annoying. So let's see, we didn't get this eyebrow either. Do this like that. Okay, so we're pretty much fragmented up, right? I could maybe break up some of my bigger things here. If I want to break that up a little bit, I can. But for the most part, we've got everything fragmented. Nothing too small, nothing too big. Maybe I'll just freehand this one right now. Don't tell anyone. Okay, so that would be kind of it broken up into using a straight edge. What I can show you, I made copies, so hold on. Here's another one. If you wanted to, instead of using a straight edge, you could use some sort of circular shape. If you have cups in the cupboard, make sure you ask mom and dad, and make sure it's not a breakable cup. But I have just these lids from containers that work really well, and you can overlap them to create different kinds of more circular fragments. So let me show you. And it's big, so don't start off in the middle like that. That'd be kind of weird. So I start off on the side here. Okay, make sure that's in there. I turned it upside down because it's going to be easier to do. There. Then I do again. Now notice how much space is here, and see how it overlaps. It creates a new shape. So I'm going to want to go really off the edge here to create, and try and make sure you're overlapping your shapes. That's important because then you're creating more interesting fragments. See what I'm doing there? So you're going to, oopsies, that was not good. Sorry about that. Let's fix that a little bit. Just do a little freehand. Make sure you're getting close to the edge here. I made that mistake when I didn't. But you see where I'm going here? You can fragment with curves and just create something different. You just want to make sure that you're really overlapping your shapes. My puppy is drinking water in the background. Okay, we're almost there, right? Maybe something like this all the way up in the corner. It's going kind of off the camera. Like that. Like that. Sorry if my arms are in the way here. But I'm kind of creating these fragments. One more, I think. So it's a different way to fragment, to break up the space. You can do straight edge. You can do something curved and overlap. And now you kind of create all of these shapes. So it's doing kind of the same thing, breaking up the space, but in different ways, okay? So either get a straight edge, get some sort of circular shape, and kind of overlap lines or shapes to fragment your drawing. Good luck.